Let's take a look at the window frame tool within the 1001 Bit Tools plugin. First though, let's create another opening. And in this case, let's make it 3 feet wide by 4 feet tall. Click Create Opening. And a nice feature actually, you can click once to set your starting point. So it's going to line it on this plane. You can click a second time to set your horizontal distance. And then the third click here, we can actually determine it to be 2 feet. And that way it creates an opening 2 feet off the ground. Now for the window frame, like we did with the door frame, take the rectangle tool, draw a rectangle over that face, click on the select tool, and click on the window frame icon right here. Like the door frame, it has similar features, like a rectangular frame with beveled edge, and a rectangular recessed or extruded edge. Most importantly, creating the window frame in relation to the face, we want to click it in the back. Go ahead and click Create. And what it does differently than it does with the opening here is it actually creates a separate face for the glazing. If I double click to enter this group, you'll see we have the trim. Then we also have a group, which is the glazing here. So that's a group nested within a group. This actually makes it a lot easier to move or manipulate, or if you're adding more detail, you can do that here. In this group, we're going to add more detail. Double click, make sure you pre-select the front face, and click this tool here. This is the panel divider. It allows you to create a mullion system. So we can use the rectangular frame with beveled edges. And we're going to have 3 rows and 3 columns. We're going to make sure the panel location is in the middle since we're using the middle glazing here. Go ahead and click Create Window Frame. Now you have the trim and a window. Now to model all of this window detail would take a really long time, even for an expert. I typically would never model this amount of detail just because it takes way too long. However, this plugin really adds some character to the model, and it makes it a lot easier to make any changes. For example, all the glazings are now separate groups. The mullion system is a group. And then of course the outer trim is a separate group. So there's 5 great tools that 1001 Bit Tools plugin offer, and there are certainly many more. There's quick and easy staircase and railings. There's a circular staircase plugin. There's a nice one to create rafters and different roof pitches, as well as one for louvers. So take a look at these plugins, as well as many others the Extension Warehouse has to offer. Let's move back into the house and create more detail by adding the fireplace.